Hello everybody, welcome to Lenny D Draws. I'm Lenny. Today I'm going to teach you how to draw all different kinds of hair. Different hair colors, different hair styles, different hair textures, all of that. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. Little disclaimer, all of these are opinions. All of these are just stylistic choices. You can do whatever. It doesn't really matter. Follow along if you wanna. Don't if you don't want to. Yeah. Here are some faces that I drew. Man and woman, different skin tones, and all that jazz. I'm gonna start with this one. And the colors you see at the bottom and the top of the heads, that's the color I'm gonna use for the hair. Exciting stuff, I know. I'm gonna start off pretty simple, right? So the first thing I do, remember, this is all what I do, you don't have to do any of this, but what I do is I start with the part. Like, where's the part gonna be? There, that's where I've decided the part's gonna be. And then I just kind of go out from there. And with hair, usually, sometimes it changes, but hair goes off of your head, so it's never gonna be flat to the head. So it's never gonna look like that, you know, unless it's like gelled down or something, or there's no hair there. But usually there's gonna be some space between the head and where the hair is. And I like to do shapes first. You need to do shapes first before you do the small details. Like, don't start with strands of hair like that. You gotta do big shapes before you can focus on the little ones. I also like to add little flyaways. This is something that I like to do. I like to add like a little thing here where the part comes from. That's just a stylistic choice. You don't need to do that. So I just focus on big shapes, and I like to kind of make it flowy. Even with straight hair, even straight hair kind of flows sometimes. Not all hair is gonna be just like that, you know? Unless it's like in an anime. Where the forehead is. How big is their forehead? So figure out where the hairline goes, and then draw where the hair is gonna go. And then repeat the same thing on the other side, for this hairstyle at least, but just a little smaller, because that's the side the part is. So there's gonna be less hair over there. Before you render anything, you have to lay down the flat colors. So always do flat colors first and then start rendering. Alright, for the rendering of the hair, I like to add a new layer on top of it. So if I don't like the way it turns out, I don't have to erase anything, I can just get rid of it. So, for the rendering of the hair, for the highlights and shadows, rendering is just a fancy word for highlights and shadows and details. What I like to do, take the color of the hair, go up a little bit for the yellows, and then go down just a smidge. Where you add the highlights is usually the top area, because that's where light hits you most of the time. It's on the top. So the light comes down, and the shadows underneath everything. So see this part? I could either make this part a highlight, indicating that that part is up, going towards the light, or I could add a shadow there, showing that it's swooping under. So what I want to do is make this part the shadow part, showing that it's going down. So that means this part up here is the top. So there's light to it. And make sure you're going with the hair, like how the hair is laid out. I'll show you what I mean in case you don't know. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. The hair is going that way. So if you're doing lighting, you want it to go with the grain of the hair. So up here, you're not gonna add lighting like that, because the hair isn't going that way. The hair is going this way. And now, take the color you originally used for the hair, and go a little down towards the reds, make it a little darker. And then, do the opposite. Add it in the shaded areas instead of the highlighted areas. The part that can't see light or can't see the sun. Once you do that, you can go even darker and put it in just the really dark spots. Just to add some contrast, you know? So it's not all just flat looking. Okay, next I'm going to do the lady's hair. So her hair, I'm gonna do it a little differently, right? I'm gonna try to do as many different hairstyles as I can. Okay? So different, like, just ways to style hair. There's not really any other way I could put that. But that's what I'm gonna do, so I can add some diversity with the hair. So she is gonna have hair parted in the middle. And this guy up here, his hair is wavy. He's got some wavy hair. It's flopping everywhere. It's going in different directions. Her hair, I'm gonna make it straighter. But remember, like I said, straight hair isn't just that. It's not like uncooked spaghetti, right? It doesn't just stay straight. It moves. It's hair. It moves. So find your part, find the hairline, and then figure out what you're gonna do to style it. I'm going to give her, like I said, straight hair. To make bangs, okay, I'll do it again. I'm getting ahead of myself. I just do this stuff. I just do it so fast. I'm just too good. So bangs come from like this area of the head. So starting from like this point about, add a little bit of that action. And then find out how long you want the bangs to be. Some people have really short bangs, some people have really long bangs. I'm gonna do about medium bangs. So you can still kind of see the eyebrows, but they're hidden just a little bit. Like I said earlier, go with the grain of the hair. Right now, we're gonna draw the grain of the hair. So you know, hair doesn't go this way. That's not how hair do it. Hair go this way. But we're not just gonna do this because that looks bad. We are going to do something different. The hair comes from here, right? And it's rounded. It's not completely flat. It's not like this. It's like this. It curves. Hair curves when it's on your head because your forehead curves like that. See? It's not just this or this. Am I making any sense? Now do the same thing we did last time. This part of the hair, that's like, if you have long hair, it's this part. It's hidden. It's tucked away. Never to see the light of day. So yes, here are these two blonde people, blonde hair things. For this guy, I think I'm gonna give him, let's kind of do like a buzzed thing. Let's do like longer on the top and like just buzzed on the sides. That's what I'll do. So with darker skin tones, African Americans have like tight, curly black hair. Like it's a different texture. Like it's just true. It's just a different texture than Caucasians' hair. We have a much thinner hair, very thin. Like I said earlier, how it can't be flat against his head. When things are buzzed, they are flat against the head. So for the buzzed sides over here, you don't really even have to do anything because it's just flat against the head. What I like to do for really curly hair, really tight curls, I like to add tiny little things like this. And with his hairline, you're gonna be able to see it. You're gonna be able to see where it's coming from because it's gonna just go up. Like I said, he's not gonna have any like bangs or anything like this guy. It's just gonna go straight up. What I like to do for the buzzed area, take his skin color and kind of thin it out in the hair area. Boom, faded. Highlights are going to be a little different. So you're gonna take their hair color, take it down just a smidge over here, and then add little kind of dots a little bit, or like little circles. Like that. And then you're gonna take the original hair color and go even darker. I could barely go darker, so I think I'm just gonna go black. And do the same thing, but for the under area. So here's this guy. Now I'm going to do this lady over here. I'm gonna give her something cute. I'm gonna give her little buttons. It's gonna be very tight. Very tight. So it's gonna be, again, like the buzzed, very close to the head. And then do the same thing you did with the guy's hair, except do it in, like, make little circles like this. Something that I like to do, people with this kind of hair texture, sometimes they have, I think they're called edges, like little, like baby hairs. Everybody has like little baby hairs up towards your hairline, and they like, you've seen it before, they like brush them down. They look really cool. I'll show you a picture here. That's what I'm talking about, like that. Now take the hair color and color it in. For the edges, I like to do just a little bit more. I like to do the same color, just with a little more transparent brush, because they're much thinner than the hair on the top. And add little dots where the highlight is coming from. So above. From above. And then on the brushed, or like, the gelled down side, this part is straight because it's brushed very aggressively. Just like a little highlight here. And this part will be shinier, so I'll add a brighter highlight too. Boom. Nice. Yes. So here are these two hairstyles and hair textures. And this one